When our kids were grown, we were hit with a strong desire to see the world.
And so we decided to document our journeys to help other first-time travelers.
I'm Mark.
And I'm Terry.
And we're
Escaping the Empty Nest.
Hi there. Welcome back to our series for first-time cruisers. We hope you enjoyed this series and hopefully you get something out of it and it'll help you make up your mind if cruising's for you. We're going to talk about some of the things that might be interesting for you to do on a sea day that you may not be aware of if you're a first-time cruiser or have never cruised before.
First thing that we found out on our trip was that you could do dance lessons. They have all kinds of different things. On this particular cruise that we're on the fifth deck in the Ocean Plaza is what it's called. They will have a member of the Fun Squad, which is on the Carnival, of course, the Fun Squad, will be there and they'll lead you and teach you how to do different dances. The first one we saw here was they were teaching the Thriller dance. We also saw one today where they were teaching disco dancing. So if you want to learn how to dance like John Travolta did in Saturday Night Fever, then that would be the one for you too. And so it was one of the things that was kind of fun for people to do on sea days if you're interested in learning how to do some dancing.
Number 2, and this one's a little controversial. You see trivia contests in the fun times every day here on Carnival, and it might be Harry Potter trivia, it might be The Office trivia, it might be 80s music trivia, and today's Game of Thrones trivia, which we don't do that one. But people get really serious and excited about it, and what you don't realize is that there are a lot of people on these cruises that cruise several times a year. There's people on this cruise that have cruised 4 or 5 times just in the last couple months. And some of them run back to back, which means they've seen these trivia questions before. And there's always going to be somebody there who has heard the questions before and writing it down. So the trivia is fun. The hosts are entertaining. Erin, our cruise director, did the Office trivia, and she obviously loves The Office. She knew all the quotes. She knew all the episodes.
She made up all the questions herself.
She made up all the questions herself. But there were people, I think, somebody got every question right.
Yeah, there was somebody, there was 30 questions, and there was somebody who got all 30 right.
The cruise trivia one that happened right before that was Harry Potter trivia, and it was packed. It was loaded. And 7 people got every question right and got the tiebreaker right. So they had to find prizes for all 7 people. So,
So everybody wants that coveted ship on a stick if you're on Carnival. I'm not sure if the other cruise lines do the same thing or if they have something similar. But when you have 7 people, they don't have 7 ship on a sticks to hand out, so they all got a medallion or something like that.
Go for the fun of it. It's a big activity here on the cruise ship, but don't get bent out of shape if you don't win.
Number 3. This is a sea day brunch. That was one thing that we kind of looked forward. We hadn't done it before on any of the other cruises that we were at. So we decided that we were going to try this the other day. And on sea days, usually between maybe 8:30 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, that time period, one of the dining rooms is open up for what they call the sea day brunch. Mark put in our reservation here from the room. We were expecting to have a little bit of time before they called us down, but bling, next thing you know, we got our notification, oh, your table's ready. You have 10 minutes to come down. And so that was a nice, pleasant surprise. It was just the 2 of us. We went down. We were seated at a big table with several other couples that were there, which was nice to get to talk to other people and get to know other people that are on the ship. And so the menu was pretty good. This morning, I tried Eggs Benedict. I'd never tried that before, so it was something I decided, okay, I'm going to try something different, something that I haven't gotten on the cruise. And he had another omelet because he had been told that the omelet station up on the Lido deck was not as good as the omelets were in the sea day brunch.
I can say that ain't true. It's exactly the same omelet. They taste exactly the same. Don't make a special trip to the sea day brunch just to get a quote-unquote better omelet, because it's the same thing. Now the hash browns that I got with the omelet were better. Well, they didn't even serve those up on the Lido. So it was nice, but it was nice for it to be different. Quattro. One thing we like to do on sea days is that's the time we reserve for the water slides and the pools. It's fun. you kick back a little bit and be a kid. And the water slides here are a lot of fun, so we generally do a couple of them on a cruise. And it's nice not being rushed on a excursion day to come back and try to get into the slides before they're closed. So definitely make that part of your day is checking out the water slides. They have two different kinds, and they're both different personalities. And we enjoyed it.
So it's not just for the kids. The adults are able to enjoy the water slides as well. I do think they have a weight limit on there, but still, they were still really, they were a lot of fun. I'm not a big water slide person. I'm not a big water park person, but I went ahead and did it. I got vertigo coming down one, but hey, that's okay. You're on vacation, right?
It's fun.
But it was we did have a lot of fun.
The water slides are really close to the Serenity deck, so after the slides, we went up and retrieved our bag from the Serenity deck and laid out there in the sun for a while. So it was a nice way to spend an hour or so.
Mm-hmm. All right, number 5 is one of my favorite pastimes that I do sometimes. And sometimes I do them and don't realize that I was doing them. But my best way to relax is by taking a nap. And I do confess, I came outside here one day to enjoy the sea breeze, and I brought my tablet, reading my book.
Our last sea day, yeah.
Next thing I know, Mark was waking me up, and I had fallen asleep. He was trying to take my tablet, I think, from my hand, so I would drop it.
I was afraid she'd drop her tablet, so
yeah. I mean, it can be so relaxing. To me, the waves that you don't feel them drastically, but they're just enough like you're in a rocker or something, and it's just gently swaying, and before I know it, most of the time I'm asleep. So if we're not doing anything and we come back to the room, that's very dangerous for me.
Another cool activity is you might like to play basketball. There's a basketball court up on the 12th, 13th deck near the back of the ship, and it's also where they have a bunch of outside exercise equipment. It's a neat deal. I've actually never done it, even though I am 6'8". I don't really feel comfortable playing basketball with people too much younger than I am because I run circles around me. But it's a very, very popular CD activity, and there's always a game going on. So if sports or exercise or something like that interests you, head on up to the 12th deck. There's also a track that runs all the way around the 12th deck, and you can catch up on some exercise, and maybe while your loved one is napping, you can be exercising.
Number 7 is the Serenity deck. I'm not sure what they call this on other cruise lines, but on Carnival, the Serenity deck is one of the topmost decks on the front of the ship, and it has 21 and over are the only people that are allowed on that area of the deck, which is really nice. You don't have to worry about little kids running around and splashing you in the pool or just making a lot of noise. It's a nice, quiet, serene place.
No loud music, unlike most everywhere else in the ship.
They have a lot of lounge chairs laid out there. They have some I don't know if you call them like little cabana chairs that are mesh that kind of cover you, that are like little couches. There's a bar up there if you wish to partake in some alcoholic beverages. There are hot tubs up there as well. And the best nice part is it is very quiet, very serene. If you want to go up there and read a book, or if you want to lay out in the sun and not worry about a lot of noise and a lot of little kids running around, it's just a great place to go up to relax.
The Serenity deck is a nice little oasis to kind of get away from all that. So.
Right.
All right. And the last thing we're going to talk about is something you can do either on sea days or on embarkation day. And we're also going to talk about this one on our video on things to enjoy as far as eats on a cruise, is the Pig and Anchor. The Pig and Anchor restaurant is a Guy Fieri restaurant that's only open on sea days and embarkation days. And it's actually really, really good barbecue. I got beef, sausage, beans, and 2 rolls. That chicken's good.
Looks yum. And I got beef, chicken, beans, mac and cheese, and a little bit of Guy Fieri's brown sugar sauce. If you are a southern barbecue person and you love your brisket, you love your pulled pork and stuff like that, that is where you need to go, either on embarkation day when nobody knows it's there yet, or on the sea days when it is open.
Stay tuned for our next video. Coming up, we're going to be exploring several videos on this cruise, and we hope that there's some information here that the first-time cruiser will really enjoy. Check our cruise playlist, and we will see y'all later. Thanks for watching, and
Bye
for now.